Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lexi and today we're going to be talking about the Louis Vuitton Loop bag. So keeping on theme with last week's video and my apparent resurgence of obsession with Louis Vuitton, I wanted to do a quick little deep dive into the Loop bag and why I repurchased it, and there's a story behind it, so I'll get into it. But anyway, before we dive in, I'm Lexi. If you're new here, welcome. I love all things luxury, so if that's something that you like, you should head down there, subscribe, click the bell, get notified whenever I post a new video, and welcome to the family. So without further ado, Louis Vuitton Loop bag. So when I say I repurchased it, what do I mean? Well, about a year ago, almost exactly, because it was right before my birthday, this bag had just come out. It was pretty new. And when it initially came out, I was not into it. Like, I really did not think I would like this bag, so I was not even remotely interested, but I just happened to be at a Louis Vuitton and it was on the shelf. Everyone was hyping it up, so I'm like, all right, let's just try it on. And I tried it on and I fell in love with it. But it shocked me, right? Because I was so like predisposed to think that I would not like this bag, that it wouldn't suit me. So I purchased it, but I was having like immediate regret. Not even necessarily regret, just like I was unsure. I didn't know that I would end up loving it as much as I do. So I was like, maybe I'll get sick of it. Did I just impulsively buy something? So long story short, after about 3 or 4 days, I did return it. And I was so torn, but it's not a cheap bag. So I just returned it and I'm like, you know what, down the road, if I'm still thinking about it, I'll repurchase it. So fast forward to, present day, I'm still obsessed with it. And every time I see this bag, I'm like, oh, I should have kept it. It all worked out in the end because I actually purchased this from another YouTuber, Meredith, and I'll link her channel down below. She did this video recently where she was selling 22, I believe it was 22 of her handbags that she just did not use. She had this and then the denim version. And she said she just bought into the hype, which I totally can understand and relate to because that's what I initially did. But she just had not used it, didn't suit her, and she wanted it to find a loving home. So, I volunteered, saved some money along the way, and she just got to me yesterday, which I'm so excited about. And I will say that she used Conrad's Closet, and it was just shout out to Conrad because it was a great experience, and I, would definitely repurchase. But why I love this bag, because I think again, it's like the Pochette Métis East West, like it's a divisive bag. You either love it or you hate it. And I really thought I would be on the hating side of it, but I'm not. I love this bag. I think it's unbelievably cool, chic, like eye-catching, all the things. A similar reason why I love my Pochette Métis East West, versatility, baby. This bag can be worn in so many different ways, and I'll put like a similar montage as I did with the East West bag in here and all the different ways you can wear it. But essentially, similar to the East West bag, it comes with a chain, much thinner. It's, I think it suits the bag very well. Perfect length for your shoulder, and it definitely dresses it up a bit. But what I love is the options, right? So you have another strap. So here is the second strap, and it's similar to, again, the East West bag where it has, the snap detailing that allows you to make it longer or shorter. So options. We love a good option. So the longest length of the strap, perfect for shoulder or crossbody, depending on, how long or short you make it. And personally, I think this is how I will wear it the most, is on my shoulder, on the shortest length of the Pochette strap, and with the chain detailing. Because, I don't know, I just think it's so cute. And it definitely, I mentioned before, like I have a very sporty chic style. I'm constantly choosing comfort, but like in a cute way. And I think this just, it spoke to me because it fits my style and my aesthetic very well. And I loved it. So let's get into some pros and cons. So pro, unlike the Pochette Métis East West, this vachetta is pre-treated or pre-aged, whatever you want to call it. So it is less susceptible to watermarks or stains. You have to be less careful than you would with the untreated vachetta that patinas over time. I've had the Pochette Matisse East West for a few months now, but you can see the difference in color. This bag's obviously much more honey colored, which I love because I love when the vachetta patinas and becomes that honey color. I think it's when the bag looks the most beautiful, but it's preference. So if you're someone that really likes the look of fresh, untreated vachetta, again, it will patina over time anyway and get darker, but this might not be as attractive to you because it's definitely a darker shade of vachetta leather, which I love personally. Another pro, again, the versatility, baby. I already talked about it, so we're not gonna, beat a dead horse, but multiple ways to wear this bag, which for me, huge plus. I'll say another plus is how much it can fit, and we'll get into that in a bit, and what it can fit and all of that. I think it's such a cute bag. I know there's a lot of hype around it, which sometimes deters me or other people from buying a bag because it could be oversaturated in the market, but I've seen this all the time and I still love it. So for that reason, after a year, I rebought it and we're just gonna wear her and love her. Now, some cons. And again, I just repurchased this bag. I literally just opened it last night, so I can't speak to a lot of the cons. I'll do a more comprehensive deep dive later on after I've had the opportunity to use the bag for a while. But some cons I can think of, just, having it in my hands for a few hours now, is the zipper. Because this is like a crescent moon type shape, obviously it's not going to have as smooth of a zipper as it would if it was, a flat surface. So already you can feel it's not hard, it's just not the smoothest zipper I've ever encountered. So I could see that potentially being a con, specifically if, you're someone that has to have your stuff open really quickly. This might take a little more effort. I'd also want to be more mindful about opening this. Like, I'm not gonna rip it open because I could see if you pull too hard and maybe the zipper got stuck or something. Feels like it could be a bit catastrophic to the bag, but let's hope we never have to find that out. I'm trying to even think of any cons because I really do love this bag, and again, I haven't used it, so I could be biased, but let's see. I just spent 5 minutes staring at it trying to think of other potential cons, and I truly can't think of any at the moment. But again, I'm like enamored with this bag, so that could be why. So let's just move into what it fits, and if something else pops into mind, we'll go ahead and get to it. First, I'm going to take out. So right now, I will say it traveled from Australia, so not like it was in bad condition or anything, but it wasn't like fully stuffed or anything, so it definitely came like a little flat, if that makes sense. But I just stuffed it actually with this pillow that I got from BagPad, which is very cute. They sent this to me. It's not sponsored or anything, but they have sent me a few of these pillows that are personalized, which is very cute. And I just think they're great. This one actually is for my mini Jody, my Bottega Veneta mini Jody, which it fits perfectly. But I would say it's definitely not the exact specs of this bag, but it fits, and I think it, works fine. And I definitely wanted to stuff this a bit and just like have it look nice while it's sitting on my shelf. So multi-purpose, and I do actually have a code for them if you want to get, I believe it's 15% off. So I'll leave all the information in the description box below, but if you're interested, highly recommend these. I have them for Birkins, Chanel bags, this Bottega, but can use it for other bags as well, and they're great at keeping the shape of your bag. Specifically, if you're not someone that uses organizers, highly recommend. Okay, so what fits? I'm gonna go through some just common items that I think most people probably have and would potentially use on a day-to-day basis, so you have a, semi-comprehensive idea of what would fit. But it's probably not what I would carry every day, but let's see how much it can hold. Okay, so first up is the mini pochette. Okay, that actually takes more room than I thought it would. Mostly because, so if you look in here, it's just because this is crescent shape, and obviously, like as you go to the middle of the bag, it fits less vertically. The mini pochette is pretty much the length of the bag. It'll still zip. I just don't know how much more it'll fit because it kind of limits the capacity. So, okay, so we have a passport holder because I feel like this bag's good for traveling. So let's see if it fits this. Okay, I actually am surprised because I don't think that's gonna zip. Do you see this? It's like, it's sticking out. I wonder if I take the mini pochette out. So I took the mini pochette out and I've kind of pushed it into the middle and downward, and that will definitely zip. So it's kind of, do you want to carry a mini pochette or do you want to carry a passport or passport holder? Because I mean, you could carry both. You just want to be able to zip your bag, which I personally wouldn't recommend, but you know, to each their own. All right, so let's get more realistic. So I have a, almost said Chanel, Louis Vuitton zippy wallet. Let's go 6 key from Louis Vuitton. Very on brand today. You of course need your phone. Again, I have the 14 Pro, so not the Plus, but just the regular Pro. That fits very well. I also have just my YSL card holder, so this is what I typically use as a card holder. Just see if it fits, give you an idea for how much you can actually pack in here. Keep in mind, again, because of the height of the middle of the bag, it needs to be something that's not like extremely high or extremely wide, because otherwise the bag won't zip. But that actually seems to all fit, and there's plenty of room over here. Throw a chapstick in there. You could definitely fit like another lip gloss. Plenty of room. This is more than I would carry. And that zips very nicely, so it's not overstuffed. It's actually lighter than I would expect, and I think that's perfect. It's, for me, because of the way that you can dress it up and down, it seems like it's easy to transition from day to night. It's easy to dress up. It's easy to dress down. It just seems like a very, very good everyday bag, and that's how I intend to use it, is every day when I'm not, like, you know, going to the office, but if I'm going, you know, out and about around the city, if I'm going shopping, if I'm going to the grocery store, like, I feel like this is a bag I'm gonna really gravitate towards because it's interesting to look at. I really like it. Like, it excites me to look at it. It's functional, multiple different ways to wear it. And the pre-treated vachetta leather makes it, in my mind, less high maintenance as some of my other bags. So for me, this is worth every penny. I mean, granted, I did save a pretty significant chunk of money by buying this from Meredith, so thank you, Meredith. I promise I will take care of her. She is in good hands and I love her. With that, guys, that's all I have. I hope you have a wonderful weekend wherever you are. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Would love to have you here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.